So you'll require in this tan theta is equal to sin theta by cos theta. You will require also cot theta is equal to cos theta by tan theta, cos theta by sin theta. You will also require the reciprocal relations, sin theta, or let's say cosec theta is equal to 1 by sin theta. Sec theta is equal to 1 by cos theta. And cot theta is equal to 1 by tan theta. Next, you will require the square relations. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Cosec square theta. Also, try to remember the other forms also. That is, you can write sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. We'll be using this directly. And you can write cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sin square theta. All the three forms, it is better you remember. Cosec square theta is equal to 1 plus cot square theta. Okay. Another form of this is cosec square theta minus 1 is equal to cot square theta. And third form is cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. All three forms we shall be using. And the last one, sec square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. We'll be also using sec square theta minus 1 is equal to tan square theta. And also we'll be using sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. All these we shall be using. Okay, this is the main identity. From this you are getting this and this. Okay, but we will be using this also directly. Okay, similarly here this is the main identity. So let's start. And of course complementary angles are there, but complementary angles you won't get, I think, because complementary angles are not there. Or the first few sums you will see are based on complementary angles. We'll be discussing a few sums, but complementary angles will you won't get. So just a reminder, sin 90 degree minus theta is cos theta, cos 90 degree minus theta sin theta, and tan 90 degree minus theta is cot theta. Similarly, here you have, if you have cos 90 minus theta, it is equal to sin theta. If you have sin 90 degree minus theta, must be equal to cos theta. And you have cot 90 degree minus theta must be equal to tan theta. Okay, so these, but these relations hardly you'll require because you have already done this in class 9. Mainly we shall be using the identities. Okay, these relations mainly we shall be using. Let us start with the problems. Now I'll not discuss all the problems. I'll discuss the main ones, more important ones. Okay, let's start with 7.1. The question here is, evaluate sin 65 by cos 25 plus cos 32 divided by sin 58 minus sin 28 sec 62 plus cosec square 30. Okay. Now see 65 and 25, these are complementary angles, and you also know that sine can be changed to cos. Okay, so you change this sine to cos, then numerator. So this becomes cos 90 degree minus 65 degree divided by cos 25. Again, these two are complementary angles, they add up to 90 degree. So therefore, you can change this sign also to cos in the denominator this time. Okay, minus sine 28, these two angles are also complementary. And you know that sine will change to cos. So you change this sine to cos. Sine 28 you change to cos. 90 degree minus 28 degree. And sec you keep as it is. Plus cosec square 30 you write as 1 by sine square 30. And because you know sine 30 is a standard angle. Therefore you get cos 25 degree by cos 25 degree plus cos 32 degree divided by cos 32 degree minus cos 62 degree into sec 62 degree plus 1 by sine square 30. Sine 30 is half, so this is half square. So what will happen? These two will cancel, you get 1 plus again these two will cancel, you get 1 minus cos 62. Sec 62 can be written as 1 by cos 62 plus half square is 1 by 1/4. So you get here 1 plus 1 minus, now cos 62, these two will cancel, minus 1 plus 4. So you get here 6 minus 1, which is equal to 5. And that is the answer. Okay. You just need to identify the complementary angles. Also, just note one more thing, that in the reciprocal relations, you have sine theta is equal to cosec theta. Another shortcut that you can use here is that, remember, if you can, that because sine and cosec are reciprocal relations, their product will always be 1. Because cos theta and sec theta are reciprocal relations, their product will be 1. And because tan and cot are reciprocal, their product will also be 1. If you remember, then we can apply this directly. Otherwise, each time you will have to substitute cosec is equal to 1 by sine. Okay. Moving on to the next problem. 8.1. Question is, evaluate this sine 35 degree cos 55 degree plus cos 35 degree sine 55 degree divided by cosec square 10 degree minus tan square 80 degree. So now if you see 35 and 55 are complementary angles. Also you see sine can be changed to cos, cos can be changed to sine. So let us change this sine to cos. Second, this cos 55 degree we keep as it is. And again here, sine 55 degrees is there. We change this to cos. Because these two, if you see, are again complementary. Divided by, again if you see 10 and 80 are also complementary, and you know that cosec can be changed to sec. Why do I want to change sec to cosec to sec? Because I know that if I change this cosec to sec, I'll get a sec square here, and there's already a tan square here. So sec square minus tan square, you know, is 1. So that is why I would like to change this cosec to a sec. So sec square 90 degree minus 10 degree. And this tan square 80 degree we keep as it is. So now what happens in the next step, you get this cos 55 degree into cos 55 degree becomes cos square 55 degree plus cos 35 degree into cos 35 degree becomes cos square 35 degree. Okay, instead of changing this, fine, we'll change this to sine 30. This is 35 degree, no problem. So this is sec square 80 degree minus tan square 80 degree. Now we're getting a cos square plus cos square, right? So what you do is you change one cos to a sine. Keep the first cos as it is, because you know cos square theta plus sine square theta is 1, and because you see that these two are complementary angles. Therefore, the second cos you can change to sine, or the first cos also you can change to sine, any one of the two. And sec square 80 minus tan square 80 is 1, because sec square theta minus tan square theta is 1. So you get cos square 55 degree plus sine square 55 divided by 1, which is equal to 1. And that is your answer. 8.2 is the next one. Again, you have something to evaluate here. So you have to evaluate sine square 34 degree plus sine square 56 degree plus 2 tan 18 degree tan 72 degree minus cot square 30 degree. This. So now if you see, these 34 and 56 are complementary angles. They add up to 90 degree. So you change any of the two sines to a cos. So you get cos square 90 degree minus 34 degree. And you keep the second sine as it is. Okay. Now see, 18 and 72 are again complementary. So you can change any one of the two tans to a cot. So let's change the first one, cot 90 degree minus 18 degree. And the second one we write as it is. Minus cot square 30 degree. Cot square 30 degree is 1 by tan square 30. Tan 30 is a standard angle. So you have here cos square 90 minus 34, which is cos square 56 degree plus sine square 56 degree. They will actually combine to give you a 1 plus 2 cot 72 degree tan 72 degree minus 1 by tan square 30. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3 square. Now cos square theta plus sine square theta is 1 plus, now these two are reciprocal relations, cot theta tan theta, so their product must be 1 minus 1 by 3. So this is 1 plus 2 minus 3, which is equal to 0. Okay, we now move on to the main type of problems that should be coming for your examinations. We start with 13.2. You have to prove here 1 minus cos A into 1 plus sec A is equal to tan A sin A. Now, before starting this or any problem after this I do, remember that in in your trigonometry part, all the problems, almost all the problems, 99% of the problems can be solved by changing everything to sine and cos. Okay, if you are not able to do any problem, and if you see a tan there or a cot there, okay, or a cosec there, okay, change everything to sine and cos. Okay, and then you will see that you will be able to work out the problem. So here we start with the left hand side. 1 minus cos A into 1 plus sec A. We change sec to a cos. Take the LCM. So you get 1 plus cos A into 1 minus cos A in the numerator. Denominator, you simply have cos A. So this is 1 minus cos square divided by cos A. Okay. One minus cos square A is sine square A from the square relations. And sine A can be written as, sine square A can be written as sine A into sine A. Which is tan A into sine, which is equal to right hand side, and that is proved. Okay, moving on to the next one. 14.2. Now in some problems I have given you more than 2 methods. Whichever method you are comfortable in, do that. To prove 1 by sec A plus tan A plus 1 by sec A minus tan A is equal to twice sec A. We start with the left hand side. Now see, there are 2 methods of doing. First, you can take directly the LCM, right? You can take the LCM as sec A plus tan A into sec A minus tan A, and it will work out. But the better method is, if you can multiply, if you take this fraction and this fraction separately, you multiply this fraction by sec A minus tan A. Numerator and denominator of this fraction by sec A minus tan A. Because you have a sec A plus tan A in the denominator. So I have multiplied the first fraction by sec A minus tan A in the numerator and the denominator. Similarly, now see, you have a sec A minus tan A in the second fraction. So you multiply numerator and denominator by sec A plus tan A. Now see what happens. In the numerator here, you are left with sec A minus tan A. In the denominator is of the form A plus B into A minus B. So you have sec square A minus tan square, which is A square minus B square form. Here also, so you have sec square A minus tan square. Fine. And you know sec square theta minus tan square theta is 1. So you're simply left with sec A minus tan A here. Just give brackets. And here also you are left with sec A plus tan A. Now you open the brackets. Plus minus tan will cancel. You are simply left with twice sec A, which is equal to your right hand side. Now you'll say that, sir, why are you always moving from the left hand side to the right hand side? In most of the problems, you will see that in the questions are framed in such a way that it is always easier to prove from the left hand side to the right hand side. Okay, so most of the problems, you will see that if you start from the left hand side, you can reach the right hand side very easily. Otherwise, even if you start from the right hand side and you reach the left hand side, it's no problem. Okay. Now see here, the other method that I was talking about was taking the LCM here, right? Now see, because I have a sec A plus tan A here and sec A minus tan A here, that means these two are same for both. Sec A and tan A are same. They only differ in these signs. That is why I could have taken the LCM also. But if something else was given here, suppose if I had, instead of this, suppose if I had sec A plus tan A plus 1 by cosec A minus cot A. Then what? Then you cannot take the, because if you take the LCM now, it will complicate matters, right? But if you multiply the numerator and denominator here by sec A minus tan A, and here sec A minus tan A, and here you multiply the numerator and denominator by cosec A plus cot A, then very easily in the denominator you will get sec square A minus tan square A, and here you will get cosec square A minus cot square. So that both of these are 1. This is 1, this is 1. So whatever is left in the numerator, now you will simplify. So that is why taking the LCM would have worked here, because we had a sec A and a tan A, and they differed only in these two signs. But if I had this kind of a scenario, then what you would have done, you have taken it separately. So always it's a good habit to simplify the fractions separately. Okay, I'll just do one more sum for today. 15.3. To prove sin A by 1 plus cos A. If you need me to explain any other sum from this notes, from any other textbook, let me know. Is equal to cosec A minus cot A. Fine. So we start from the left hand side. Sin A by 1 plus cos A. Right? Whenever you see that you have the denominator 1 here, that means this denominator here has to be converted to a 1. Right? So whenever you see this on the right hand side, you have the denominator 1, and you have 1 plus cos A in the denominator, or you have 1 plus sin A in the denominator, always try to convert them to 1 minus sin square A or 1 plus cos square A, whichever the case may be. Here I have 1 plus cos A, so I will convert it to 1 minus cos square A by multiplying the numerator and denominator by 1 minus cos A. Fine. So now here what do we get? Sin A 1 minus cos A divided by 1 minus cos A, because this is A plus B into A minus B form, and therefore you get sin A into 1 minus cos A divided by sin square A, because 1 minus cos square A is sin square. So what happens here? 1 sin A cancels. So you simply get 1 minus cos A by sin A. Now if we separate, you will get 1 by sin A minus cos A by sin A. You are getting 1 by sin A, you know, is cosec A, and cos A by sin A, you know, is cot A, which is equal to right hand side. And that is true. Okay. So I'll stop here for today.